All right, gather round, because it's time to talk about one of the stupidest things to ever happen in K-pop, fan wars. We've all seen it, and if you're still participating, it's time for a reality check. You're out here arguing with strangers online, trying to prove your group is better than someone else's. But here's the kicker: nobody cares. Not your idol, not their idol, not the general public, and certainly not the people you're arguing with. So, what's really going on here? First off, let's talk about what you're actually fighting for. Are you fighting to make your idol's life better? Do you think your endless rants are going to get them a better contract, better music, or some exclusive backstage access? No. Your idol is probably making millions, thriving, and doing their thing, while you're out here typing your little fingers to the bone, screaming into the void. And for what? What's the endgame here? Do you think you'll win some sort of reward for your loyalty? The only thing you'll win is a headache, some bad karma, and maybe a block from people who can't stand your repetitive nonsense. You might think you're defending your honor, but trust me, your idol is not watching your Twitter rants, making mental notes of your bravery. They're probably busy preparing for a concert or drinking a bubble tea with their bandmates. They literally couldn't care less about your virtual fist fights. Do you ever catch yourself arguing the same thing over and over again? It's like every fan war is a rerun of the same tired, worn-out script. My group's better because their vocals are superior. No, my group has better visuals and more charisma. Lather, rinse, repeat. It's honestly embarrassing. At this point, there's nothing fresh about fan wars. It's all just recycled insults, lazy digs at the other group's music or appearance, and the desperate need to be right. Do you really think any of your arguments are mind-blowing? Do you think people are sitting there going, "Wow, I never thought of that"? You're absolutely right. No, honey, they're rolling their eyes and moving on. Your reasoning is usually based on one poorly edited video or some obscure post you found on a blog, and suddenly you're an expert. You've created a mountain of evidence just to tear another group down, completely ignoring the fact that your own group has flaws too. But hey, consistency doesn't matter when you're trying to create an army of keyboard warriors, right? Nowhere is fan war stupidity more apparent than on Twitter. Some of you will wake up, log in, and spend hours crafting thread after thread to drag another fandom. Meanwhile, your faves are posting selfies, eating luxurious meals, and living their best lives. You'd think grown adults were arguing over life-changing issues. But no, it's a bunch of people fighting over which idol has the better eye smile. You can't make this up. And yet, fans are getting so caught up in the Twitter nonsense that they forget to actually enjoy the music. Here's a real kicker: the misplaced loyalty some fans have for their idols. Like, no one's asking you to go to war for them. These idols don't even want you to die on the hill for them. They're out there performing, getting paid, and living their lives, while you're spending time in an internet echo chamber, screeching about why their group is superior. Do you really think your idol appreciates your endless crusade to drag another group? Maybe, just maybe, they'd prefer you actually supporting their music, buying albums, streaming songs, or dare I say it, spending time on your real life. Imagine waking up one day, realizing you've spent months, no, years fighting the internet's battle and dragging innocent people just for your faves, and they haven't even so much as tweeted an emoji in your direction. Honestly, it's like you're the most loyal dog, but the dog's owner doesn't even acknowledge you. Fan wars actually harm the K-pop community. No, seriously, they do. It doesn't just stay in the comments section of YouTube videos or in the depths of Twitter threads, it spills over into real-life toxicity. Fans getting into physical altercations at concerts, pulling the "my group is better" card at the most inappropriate times. What happened to just enjoying the music? Remember when BTS was getting hate from certain fanbases because they were winning all the awards in 2019 and 2020? Or how Stray Kids got tons of unnecessary hate from other fandoms when they started to gain international success? It's sad how people would rather tear someone else down than lift their own group up. You could literally be supporting and praising your faves without dragging someone else through the mud. But no, it's so much more fun to act petty and get into fights online. But what does it accomplish? Nothing. Absolutely nothing, except you making a fool of yourself. Here's the biggest joke of all. While you're screaming about how much your group hates another group, you're completely blind to the fact that these idols are often friends. Yes, they see each other backstage. They collaborate, they help each other grow in the industry. Meanwhile, you're over here arguing about who's more talented, who's got better hair, or who's selling more albums. How embarrassing for you. You're spending your energy bashing these idols while they're chilling together, posting pictures, and talking about how much they admire each other. You're out here, making the K-pop community look worse, while your faves are literally sharing stages with the very group you're trying to tear down. Good job. Really, you're an inspiration. Let's just be done with fan wars already. They're an embarrassment to fans, an embarrassment to the idols, and most importantly, an embarrassment to you. Stop fighting over things that don't matter. Stop throwing your idol's name in the mud while they're out there living their dream. You think you're helping your group? No, you're just making us all look bad. Support your group, love your idols, but stop throwing tantrums about who's better. At the end of the day, we're all just fans of music. And guess what? Music doesn't have to come with the ugly side of fandom infighting. So pack it up, get off the internet, and maybe, just maybe, go outside for once. You might even find there's more to life than clinging to a fandom battle that nobody's winning.